Vic XL. I love Ridin Durty radio. That is really dope. Ridin Durty. Yo. Ridin, 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 dirty, ridin, 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 dirty, ridin, 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 dirty, ridin, dirty. Let's go! Vic XL! Man, just like that, once again, it's on.
And just like that, once again, it's on. What's up, world? It's your boy, Vic XL, and this is the Ridin Durty Show, the Ridin Durty Podcast. We bridge the gap between him and... Oh, man, I can't speak. Let me start that thing over. It's your boy, Vic XL. This is the Ridin Durty Show, the Ridin Durty Podcast. We bridge the gap between hip-hop and everyday life, bringing you what's next right now. And I'm your host, Vic XL. All right. Happy Friday. November is almost over. One time for everybody on the streaming networks that carry the Ridin Durty Show, Blogtalk Radio, Streamer, Stitcher, Spreaker, Stitcher, Blogtalk, iTunes. Everywhere that streams the Ridin Durty Radio Show can definitely be heard. So if you're on your favorite streaming network, just type in the words Ridin Durty Radio and we will pop up and hopefully you will subscribe. Also, always remember to subscribe to the Ridin Durty Radio page on Facebook. Definitely appreciate you guys for supporting. One time for all my Facebook Live people, the people who definitely jump on this thing almost as fast as I do. Sometimes I think y'all do the show. No, I'm just joking. I do the show because I love you guys and I like providing this platform. All right. Also got to say one time for WRFG 89.3 as well as BeatBreakRadioFM.com. If you're out there, I just want to throw this out there. If you're out there or if you have a favorite internet radio station, we're looking for new internet radio stations as well as new community radio stations to pick up the Ridin Durty Show, because 2019 we're definitely trying to push towards an independent syndication thing. So if do me a favor, especially my Facebook Live people, drop me a line on your favorite internet radio station and let me see if I can get the Ridin Durty Show picked up. Okay. All right, the day is November 30th. I'm gonna start off real quick as I always do by letting you know about our wonderful sponsors. Definitely gotta say one time for Dr. Juice Cleanse. That's right. Dr. Juice Cleanse has been supporting the Ridin Durty Show for well over 10 years, whether it's at WRFG, Blog Talk, the podcast. Dr. Juice Cleanse has been a major sponsor and part of what we do. No, I am not a co-owner. No, I'm not a board member. I'm just a user and a great friend. Matter of fact, it's like my brother from another mother of the owner of Dr. Juice Cleanse. But I also believe in the product. And you should too. Dr. Juice Cleanse provides all kind of great things for your body. Like Dr. Juice Cleanse can help remove mucus and toxins from your body. It also can help relieve stress. Okay? Now, the holiday season is upon us. And it's never too late to start. But the holiday season is upon us, and a lot of times we tend to get stressed out when it comes to money, gift giving, purchasing, bills. Well, you know what? Dr. Juice Cleanse can definitely help relieve that stress. Also, Dr. Juice Cleanse can slow down the aging process. You know how sometimes you can have crow's feet. See, I don't have no crow's feet, but you can have crow's feet in the corner of your eyelids. You can look older than you are. You know, I know a lot of people that are in their 20s who look 40, but then I know a lot of people who definitely mess with that Dr. Juice Cleanse that are in their 40s that look like they're in their 30s. Well, Dr. Juice Cleanse can slow down the aging process. It also can help you lose up to 25 pounds in 10 days. Now, I know when I say help you lose up to 25 pounds in 10 days, that sounds like a dadgone miracle drug. But no, Dr. Juice Cleanse is all natural. It does all these wonderful things for your body. plus more. But do me one big favor and visit drjuicecleanse.com. Find out for yourself about this product, mention the Ridin Durty Show, and receive a discount. All right, it's just that simple. Also, one time for our sponsor, WMR Music Group. WMR Music Group, they're a marketing, promotions, and branding company. If you're an artist out there and you're trying to get your music to the next level, you're trying to get new listeners, new followers, you're trying to get your music in the hands of DJs, you're trying to get your videos on vlog sites, video channels, well, WMR Music Group can definitely lend a helping hand. They have a dope 6-week program for artists that will definitely help take your music to the next level. But you know what? Don't just believe me. Do me a favor and visit WMRmedia.com. Find out more about the company. Find out what they can do to help springboard your career. And don't forget to mention the Ridin Durty Show and receive a discount. All right, it's just that simple. All right, today is Friday, November 30th. And real quick, I got to run down my list of celebrity birthdays. I don't have a lot, but I'm going to give you what I got. I got to say happy birthday to one of my favorite newcomer actors. My man plays Dre on the show Power. If you don't know what Power is, you've been on a rock. But I gotta say happy birthday to my man Ritomi. He turns 30 years old today, and he's also a dope artist. So if you ever get a chance, go check out some of his music. Gotta say happy birthday to reggae singer, reggae artist Mavado. Mavado turns 37 years old today. Definitely happy birthday to him. And y'all know I'm a huge wrestling fan, so I definitely gotta say happy birthday to retired WWE star, my man Christian. Christian turns 45 years old today. And being I love radio as much as I do, and I once had a countdown show, I gotta say happy birthday and rest in peace to the father of countdown shows, my man Dick Clark. Today is his birthday. I also got to say happy birthday to former Major League Baseball star, former NFL star. You know how Bo does it. Bo Jackson turns 56 years old today. EDM DJ and producer Steve Aoki turns 41 years old today. And last but not last, got to say happy birthday to the wife of Mr. Frank Legend, Chrissy Teigen. She turns 33 years old today. And last but not least, I got to say happy birthday to independent Texas rapper, my man Trill Sammy. Trill Sammy turns 21 years old today. You know how I always like to say, if you follow any of the people that I mentioned their birthdays, make sure you get a chance. Check out some of their work, check out some of their music, and I think that'll be an awesome birthday gift. All right, real quick, I'm going to switch over to a little hip-hop news. Gotta say, even though my man Tekashi 6ix9ine, I like to call him the king of trolling. He calls himself the king of New York. I call him the king of trolling. Even though my man Tekashi 6ix9ine is incarcerated, his album was actually leaked prematurely via the internet. Its release date was November 27th, but it seems like my man Tekashi, independent and all, is battling for the #1 spot on the Billboard Top 50 album chart. He's projected to sell between 60 and 65,000. Man, y'all see what can happen when you work that internet. Now, keep your head up, Tekashi. He's definitely facing racketeering charges. We're going to keep y'all posted on what's happening to that. He's currently incarcerated, but 60 to 65,000 while you're locked up is not a bad number. Also, got to say one time, my man Meek Mill just dropped his brand new album, Champions, and he's about to embark on a world tour. So definitely congratulations, my man Meek Mill. And I got to congratulate my Dallas Cowboys in sports news for breaking that 10-game winning streak of the New Orleans Saints. Whoop, whoop, Cowboy Nation in the building. All right. So I'm going to jump right into this thing, man. I just gave y'all a little hip-hop news. I gave y'all birthdays, and I told you about our wonderful sponsors. Now it's time to get to what we like doing best, and that's talking to the people out there doing their thing, moving and shaking. And this artist I'm bringing forth on the show tonight. He was on the show earlier during this year, and we talked briefly about his upcoming album. We talked about his battle league, and we talked about his history. Well, today, it's time to bring y'all full circle, and we're going to talk about this amazing new album. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Ridin Durty Show once again, Mr. Paul Marz. What's going on, my guy?
Peace. What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm maintaining. My voice is kind of shot. This weather is super crazy. One day it's hot, one day it's cold, one day it's sleeting, one day it's raining. But you know what? I'm gonna fight through it. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I can't complain.
All right. So you know what? before we even get to the album, because there might be people who did miss the last show, let the people know where Paul Marz is from and a little bit about your background.
My name's Paul Marz. I'm an MC from Staten Island, New York. I've been doing shows and making music for over 10 years now. Running a rap battle league called iBattle TV. And that's what I do. I'm a hip-hop head 100%, 24/7.
All right, now, you used the word that we don't hear a lot of the younger generation use today. You said, I'm an MC. So do me a favor, and everybody who touches the mic should know what the hell an MC is, but explain to the generation that might not know what an MC is, what it is truly that you do.
An MC is the master of ceremonies. It's not just about rapping, and it's not just about what you do. It's more than that. It's the mic controller. You're controlling the crowd. You dictate. You know.
All right.
You are the master.
All right. Now you say you've been doing this thing for over 10 years. At what age and at what point did you realize that, you know what, you want to be a master of ceremony? At what point did you realize that you wanted to embark on that stage as an artist?
I guess probably around like my late teens, like 17, 18, around those years. I had been writing already since I was maybe 13, 14. But it wasn't until I started getting a little bit older and kind of honed my skills a little bit more. And then when I started really hitting underground spots in New York City, going to EO Dub and just like going to different spots around, ciphering with people. And as I did more shows, I just got more confident. And once I started meeting more people around the city and putting projects together, and I just followed the path and just took it day by day in a way.
All right, that's definitely what's up. So, you know, last time we talked a little bit about everything you've done or have done up until this point. Today, I want to strictly focus on this project, Death of a Star, Rise of a Titan. The first thing I got to ask, because I think that's an incredible name, it grabs your attention. Why did you choose that title, and how long has this project been in the making?
Project's been it took about 2 years to complete the project. As far as the title, it's like, I don't know, that name just came in my head one day. That Death of a Star, Rise of a Titan. It just like popped in my head, and I was like, oh, that'd be a great name for an album. So as far as choosing that name, it was really that simple. But the hard part was kind of making an album that could live up to a name like that. So that's kind of what took the 2 years to try to match the content to a name that deep. Like, it was almost like I got it from the inside out. Like, I had to uncover what that was and where it came from.
Okay. What does that title mean to you? Death of a Star, Rise of a Titan.
It got a couple meanings. Basically, like, the death of a star, the star is like your ego, you know? So to me, Death of a Star, Rise of a Titan, it's like, we, as an artist, we have aspirations and like certain dreams and of stardom, so to speak. And then, like, I equate that kind of like with your ego. It's like you have these wishes and dreams, but they're like selfish desires. So Death of a Star is to kill the stardom, and Rise of a Titan is like what you can become when you're not just trying to be something for yourself in an egotistical fashion. So your star is like your ego, and you kill that. That's Death of a Star. And then you can become more than that, Rise of a Titan. So like me leading, running the battle rap group and stuff like that is to me more important than my sole career, because now I'm helping develop hundreds of other people to achieve their goals as well. So that's part of the album right there. Then the other side to it is more like the death of a star could be somebody that's bright or somebody close to you. Like death of a star, somebody that passes away and they watch over you. That's Rise of a Titan. So there's like two sides to the album. There's one where I'm talking to artists and about being an artist. And then there's like the deeper side to it where it's just like life in general, you know?
All right, now, you stated that it took 2 years. It was 2 years in the making for this project. Why so long, especially in an era where artists are dropping 2 albums a year?
I wanted to take my time with this project because I had a certain goal for it. Like when I told you how that name came to my head, I didn't want to put out the album until I felt like, okay, yeah, this is what it was supposed to be. This is the album now that backs up that name that I thought of. And it just, the time that it took for me to uncover that, I mean, a lot of the tracks were finished in the first year, to be honest. I think only 1 or 2 tracks came later in the years, but it was between that and juggling actually running the battle leagues and doing the business side of that, which would put like a month or 2 of time on hold between tracks sometimes.
All right, now I also. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. All I was going to say is close it up by saying it stretched out the process by me having to be involved with managing the league.
All right, now I did notice also the album was released on iBattle Music, and your league is iBattle League. How have you incorporated the record label into the Battle League? And is this the first project of many on iBattle Music, or are the other artists slated to come?
This is actually the third. We have one of the battle MCs by the name of XL, who's dropped a single and a project. And one of my co-owners, Matty J, who was part of a crew called The Higher Concept. He put out a single project as well under iBattle Music. iBattle Music is just something we kind of put together to take control of our own products, and something that we want to incorporate in the future for the battle MCs that do make music and want to put out music. We want to have an avenue for that, like, so we could facilitate that for them, and it's easier, and that way we can, help them keep all their own money.
All right. I also noticed that the album cover is dope. It has a cemetery scene and with like a heavenly titan overlooking the cemetery. Tell me a little bit about the concept of the album cover and who actually designed it.
A friend of a friend designed it, actually. It was a referral, a guy by the name of Jake. So I hadn't even met him. We were just talking through email. But a friend of a friend designed it for me. That cover was just it's partly something that I like. It was part of a dream, kind of like I had a dream one time, and it was a figure very similar to that, and it was that size. So I kind of just described it, the scene, and my man Jake with the artwork just pretty much executed exactly what I described in. But that concept is kind of like the graveyard is like those. That to me, it's like I said about the double meaning. The graveyard could be literal, that's a graveyard, and that Titan figure is literally, something watching over you. But it could also, metaphorically, it's like that graveyard is that's the stardom, the ego, those graves, like those are all the things you cast down. And that Titan that's watching over is like what he became, looking over his own past, sacrifices and things that he's put aside and buried, in a sense.
Okay, that's okay. So, and I also noticed you have 13 tracks, but you don't have a lot of features. Being someone who owns a rap league, who probably knows millions of rappers, what made you choose to stay so far away from the features?
Just on this project specifically, I had like a real strict focus and a goal at I don't know. It didn't really cross my mind to have features on it. I felt like I'd save that for another project. That was almost my process. Like in between, I had certain songs I wanted to make, and I guess the features that I did have were pretty much, they were planned out as well. They were incorporated into the theme of the track, into the theme of the project as well.
Okay, all right. So when it comes to working with producers and carving out the sound for this the Death of a Star, Rise of a Titan project, how hard was it for you to select beats, or did you work with certain producers?
I did the whole project with one producer, my boy Jay Glaze, Jay Glaze Productions. I've been working with him for the majority of my career. Also did the production on my first album called Sword of Sound, which was released in 2012. So just working with him is very easy. I can just explain to him what I want, and then 30 minutes later, he's already playing something that's got me ready to write. So the whole process is pretty straightforward. Like, it just works in like a leapfrog effect.
Okay. Now, this is your third project. What's the general consensus of this project in comparison to your other projects, and how have you as an artist grown?
This is definitely, well, this one compared to my other two is my most complete. I feel like it's the best representation of where I am as an artist, and like it's closer to my view of myself as an artist as well.
Okay.
The other two, I feel like my first one I was still learning, and the second one, 16s for Dummies, I'm pretty fond of, but I feel like I took it to the next level with this project in terms of conceptually.
All right, now with this project and everything that's going on in the world of hip hop today, whether it's underground, independent, above ground, radio, mainstream, how do you feel the Death of a Star, Rise of a Titan stacks up to the marketplace?
I haven't, I mean, if I could take myself outside of myself, I haven't really heard another project like this, because especially nowadays, I feel like the current marketplace, you're hearing something that's almost extinct, almost. That's like when Big Pun did Endangered Species. That was when they were endangered species, and it's almost extinct, but it's not, because that's Death of a Star, Rise of a Titan is still here. So in terms of the rest of the industry, I think that's where it fits. So it's a very rare thing, in my opinion.
All right. So we're gonna end the show by playing two joints. We're gonna play Don't Give first, and then we're gonna close the show with Rise of a Titan. But I'm gonna run the joints back to back. What I want you to do is give me a brief description and where you were mentally when you made both records. Let's talk about Don't Give first. Give me a little description of it and tell me what mind state were you in.
When I did Don't Give, I think I was just a little frustrated, and I think I didn't really even have a concept for a song. I just started writing bars. And after I finished the first verse, my friends Tamara and Mike, who do Arabic music, they were just in the studio at the time. So it all came together, and they sang the hook for me. And just kind of try to give it that vibe, to keep it to my roots, being Egyptian. So I always like to kind of cater a little bit to some of the people back in Egypt, because I know that they follow me on Facebook, and I have a number of fans. So it was a challenge for me to try to incorporate some Arabic into the project as well. So that's the basis behind that track.
All right, and Rise of a Titan.
Rise of a Titan is like the closer for the whole album. that's when I rise. So that's like it's the summary of everything in the project itself and moving forward.
Okay. All right. So look, let's close this thing out. You know what? No, I'm not ready to denounce the songs because I want to put you on the spot. And the last time I had you on the line, I feel like I didn't put you on the spot because you are an MC. So before I have you let the people know about your social media and how to find you, before I let you tell them where to find the album, and before I have you introduce these two records, can you give me some bars?
Sure.
Just a little taste, Just wet the people's whistle and let them know what to expect on Death of a Star, Rise of a Titan.
Yeah, I rise up as the dust settles. Take a deep breath, gum smoke, rose petals, blood on her hands, scent of death surrounding the metal. Land of the damned, cities a mess, split into levels. Under the pale moonlight, plight in the peril, fighters and peddlers push, packs, light in the metal, nicer than ever, strike terror through the heart of the devil. Archangel Michael in the temple, sharpening weapons. Harvest the message, harness and vest, part of the blessing, honest to death, another one. That's an honorable mention, ponder a second. Grand scheme of the celestial heavens get overwhelmed. Start feeling like life is irrelevant, or follow the reverend falsely portrayed as benevolent. Programmed by the television, they think he's intelligent. The night of terror is upon him, we embellish it. The men of God relish it. Live one with the elements, I'm gone.
All right. My guy, Paul Marz, let them know where to find you, social media, website, and let them know where to find that Death of a Star, Rise of a Titan, and introduce those two joints for me.
You can find me at paulmarz.com. That's Marz with a Z.
You can follow me at PMarz, PMARZ, on Instagram and Twitter. You can find Death of a Star, Rise of a Titan on all platforms, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, anything, you name it, it's there. Yep, Paul Marz, Death of a Star, Rise of a Titan. You're about to hear Don't Give, followed by Rise of a Titan.
Appreciate it, my G, and good luck and congratulations on the new project.
Much appreciated, bro. Thanks for having me.
All right. My man, Paul Marz, let's
Peace.
get it.
Peace.
Walking contradiction. Now listen, talking optimism, non-fiction. Misread the print of the Orchid edition. Talk to the Lord of the author and visions. Wealth made of wisdom, talk to envision. Dead made living, talk to the risen. Part inception, part resurrection. Strangest artists in your collection. Objection, why they rig the elections. Wipe out our minds, no recollection. Cards in them doubt, just part of the blessing. Artists with helpless knowledge of self. Guarding the belt of Orion. Placed on the shelf in the darkness alone with no help. In a moment I mount microphone that I held like bones in the dust. Thrown chrome in the rust. Considered threatening civilizations. Harnessing fire, pride in the neighbors. Hidden dark caves, waiting with patience. Walk through Asia, into dark ages, pain, chaos, rage, devastation. Sights as the ancients saw and then painted. Odd-looking entities, oval-shaped spaceships, continents sunk to the ocean basin. Fiends on the corner, smoking bass. Temples sacred, face looks wasted. Stronger to see, brought down to the knees. Plagues and disease lay waste to the weak in a turn of events. Life strange and intense, how burning intent while learning intent. Things don't go right, they turned and left. We pray to the east, they turn to the west. Knock him unconscious, swing with the boxer. Started off standing immaculate posture and the hunched over, slumped in a locker. This swing pom-poms talk obnoxious nonsense. Stop him, stand to watch it. Stuff him in the box, start rapping the boxer. Plus it don't stop him, repeating the process. Got it on lock when I floor him to lock this monster. Probably think I was Scottish. Give me my sword, I'm William Wallace. Sipping on scotch till I fall unconscious. Causing caution, forcing progress. Often I am caught inside this coffin that I'm forced inside of suicide. Still like a wild out, how ironic. Test my calmness, lose my logic. Caught in a mosh pit on and popping. Left in the darkness, stinking, rotting. I don't wanna hear that crap with a socket. Plugged in a socket, electric shocking. A park with a posture that calls an apocalypse. Start with the process, taking it hostage. Not cause I want to, I got no options. Ran out of choices, I got it, I got this. I'm positive, pausing, passive, impossible, massive. The morning after I conquer these rappers are boring as hell. I don't wanna hear what they came to tell, and I ain't gonna sit around when I'm on a top gun. I'm the sun in the summer. Who's your favorite rapper, son?
مش هتقدر تتحدانا ولا حتى تيجي معانا مش هتقدر تتحدانا احنا حاجة وانتو حاجة مش هتقدر تتحدانا ولا حتى تيجي معانا مش هتقدر تتحدانا احنا حاجة وانتو حاجة
بيقولوا مصيبة بيقولوا اني كارثة بدخل مدارس ادرس تاخد معلومة فعالك سنين طويلة بعلم في اهلها بنقدم رسالة تقلل من جهلك شافوا النجاح قالوا دي سهلة قلدونا نحن الاساتذة
I won't give up, I don't give up, no I don't. I won't give up, I don't give up, no. I won't give up, I don't give up, no I won't. I won't give up, I don't give up, no I don't.
مش هتقدر تتحدانا ولا حتى تيجي معانا مش هتقدر تتحدانا احنا حاجة وانتو حاجة مش هتقدر تتحدانا ولا حتى تيجي معانا مش هتقدر تتحدانا احنا حاجة وانتو حاجة
Rise of a Titan by my man Paul Marz. Brand new album in stores, all streaming networks right now. Death of a Star. Rise of a Titan.
Foes laid waste at your feet, laid feed for goats. If the team gotta eat, couple heads gotta roll. Had to walk the
It's that East Coast knock, boy.
Got lost on his own, might not return home. Will be the prodigal son who returned fully grown. See, it's great to teach, but to each his own. You ain't unique in the streets, there's a million clones. Be the ground that was fertile when the sower had sown. You might grow to be known all over the globe, but if you know that's peace, learn to be on your own. This talk's cheap, plus I prefer being alone. When in the zone, we get it on. Kings overthrown with a force unmatched, snatched the crown off his dome. What attached was his head, it snapped off the bone. How about that? Surprise and strength, unbeknown to the few who disputed his chances at all. Took a glance in the mirror, saw the answer to all. Once the vision was shown, had to answer the call. Got a chance, go and take it, no more passing it off. Don't slack, never settle, no pity, it's hard. In the country of devils, there's a city of God. Like a needle in the haystack, hidden in the dark. When it's time for payback, they'll know who we are. Sound the horn, ready or not, ring the alarm. Cause the storm's on the way, though it's steady and calm. When the smoke all cleared, it resembled Vietnam. At the stroke of midnight, machete in palm, desert in the other arm. That's a veteran's bond. A ranger meeting with God, cause they got him involved. Bad decisions of the pawn got him taken off the board. Either falling or call to pay a visit to the Lord. Just when they thought I was gone, I returned from beyond. Out the grave remade, once again I evolved. Second time I respawned, that first didn't respond. My sleep was prolonged, this close to being robbed. I survived with resolve, endured through the odds, remain vigilant. Even though Maud carry on, such resilience terrific. Held in high regard, seeing clear through the thickest facades of a fraud. Right back where I belong, reclaiming my rank. Back then, nobody helped, had nobody to thank. Over time, things changed, now my team is immense. Disrespect them on the scene, they might leave it a mess. Talking funny with their buddies while they sit at the desk. Joke and jest, that's until they see us in check. This is our battle, coach shit, do it to the death. We do it for the culture, they do it for a check. A few of them are vultures, a few of them are pests. Leeches, vile creatures, what a stench. Horrid features, they escape from the depths. Death manifested in life through the flesh. If that's what you face, tell me what do you expect? Ponder your fate, tell me what do you accept? What do you believe? What do you reject? If you had one choice, tell me what would you select? I chose to perfect this talent, I'm obsessed. They chose a shitty 9 to 5, so they stress. Dreams shattered, cold sweats, they don't get enough rest. And still try to criticize my rep nonetheless. This the death of a star, rise of a titan, mind of a champion, heart of a lion, the strength of a giant. Will of iron, spine, pillar of fire, defined, inspired, intricate design is in mind. Sacrifice is essential, commitment required. Gotta dig down deep just to reach a little higher. The way to become free through pain and desire. Rebirth, rediscovery while sitting in silence. Cast aside your ego till it is quiet. It's then and only then you elevate to your highest. They come to us hungry, it subsides, we provide it. To those who are among me, blessings and guidance, peace.
That's my man Paul Marz, y'all. It's your boy Vic XL. Ridin Durty Show. And we about this thing. Peace.